Hey guys, it's Daisy and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video because I'm gonna be showing you how I prepare my roses. I did do a TikTok a couple months back on how I prepped my roses, and I just received lots of love for it, and I just noticed that with me prepping roses, I find it as a form of self-care, but also it's a form of energy and love. I just find flowers to radiate so much love, and if you give more love to them, they bloom more beautifully. And so my roses bloom really huge, like the buds become really huge. So I mean, I do nothing out of the ordinary, but just really enjoying the process of how I cut and prepare my roses, and just asking for permission and giving them the proper environment and just really feeling it energetically. I think that's the most important part of just preparing anything or doing anything that you do in life. Also, I would like to add, this is the most quietest spot in my house right now, so if there's a lot of noises, please excuse it. I'm so sorry, but this is the most clean area because I had my graduation today. I got my associates in biomedical engineering. Well, it feels pretty unreal because I still have one class left in the summer that starts next week, but I'm just enjoying the time, and I feel like I need a moment to reset and be with myself, because it was, honestly, I didn't expect it to be so anticlimactic, but which is a completely different video. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that and why I feel like that, there'll be a different video, so comment down below if you do want to hear my thoughts, because I sat on my bed and I'm like, what just happened? But let's get started with the video. I hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna be moving the camera around so you can see my whole process. But these are the flowers I received from graduation. They're so pretty. I just love roses. I mean, I do love daisies as well. I mean, that is my name. But I just find roses so feminine, so like, I just love the color red, something about it. It is one of my favorite flowers, and I love receiving them. It does something to my heart. It's so luxurious. It's so, I don't know, it represents love, and I love it. I will say that white and red roses for me are so perfect and so divine. I swear my neighbor cuts his lawn every single day. I swear that he did it yesterday and the day before that. But anyway, so here I have is my jar of cold water because I don't have ice. I watched Amanda Diaz's video about how she preps her roses and flowers, and she puts ice on them because that's what flowers do to keep them fresh and alive. And I have been doing that for a while, but I would really love to put ice in the future to see how it maximizes its bloom and its lifespan. But we're gonna take out the balloons. So the intention of these flowers, it was for me as a gift of graduation, but I also want to put them out with the intention for my grandpa. We have a little altar for him as for memory, because he is an important figure in our lives, in my family's lives, and especially in mine. And he passed away in the beginning of the pandemic, so he unfortunately didn't get to see me graduate high school, and of course he didn't get to see me graduate from community college. But I don't know, both times I just wish that he was here, and I'm sure he is here with me in spirit, protecting me at all times and leading me in the right pathway. But I just want to give this to him today as a, you know, thank you for watching over me. So for this rose right here, as you can see, the petals are falling off. Either they were squished or they have brown spots on them, and if they're too prominent of a brown spot, like the brown spot is huge and the flower just looks dead, I would just peel it off. And I will show you some examples as I kind of go through peeling off the petals. But I first ask permission. So roses, please permit me. I know I look like a psychopath, but trust me, it works. It works, and it's all energy, it's all love, and it's all like, I'm gonna take care of you, trust me, you're gonna be beautiful. Give me permission to make you pretty, put you in a pretty home, allow me to cut off your petals. Thank you for trusting me. Here, I just rip it from the base so I don't do much more damage from here. And that's pretty much it. I feel like this one as well needs to go. At first, when I first started prepping my own roses, I would by accident peel too much. So it's all practice. It's what you feel should be enough. What petals are healthy enough to stay. It's up to you. For me, it's all intuition. So this is perfect, as you can see. And for the stem, what I do is I take some scissors and I diagonally cut. That was pretty bad, but I'm just gonna see. Yeah, that's too tall. I'm gonna keep cutting. This is so the water can seep better into the stem. Still a little more. Okay. That should be good. And I do peel off the leaves as well, so it can look a little more neat. I don't peel off all the leaves, but I peel some of them so it doesn't look so cramped. I don't know if you can see on this rose, it looks a bit uneven. Let me try to focus, if it will. It's a little bit uneven, so I'm gonna even it out by peeling the petals. And this right here looks more even. So okay, next is this situation. So right here in this rose, it has this brown spot right here, and it's ripped, and it looks like it has gone through a lot. As well, this part of the rose, it's like weird, so we're just gonna peel those parts off. I mean, it doesn't matter since I'm gonna cut it anyway, but for here I'm gonna peel the petals until it's even, just like the other one. Only like a couple petals, not much. So like this would be perfect, and doesn't have any brown spots or any ripped petals. And I'm gonna peel this leaf right here. This is the same situation. It looks like it's been squashed, so we're just gonna peel a bit of its petals, and you can see here it's like weird, so I'm gonna peel that off. And these petals are too loose, so it's gonna bloom awkwardly. Like the petals are gonna bloom, I mean, it's gonna bloom beautifully inside, but the loose petals are gonna be like awkward hanging. So okay, right here we have this rose. They all look the same, but as you can see, there's some brown spots here. Normally leaving them is fine, but since there is some on the outer edge, so it doesn't hurt to peel a couple petals and just, you know, get rid of the more brown spots that are on the edge. Not too much, of course, but enough for it to look nice when it blooms. So now it looks more cohesive with the red, and the brown spots on the outer that looked like this, if I can zoom, it had a bunch on the outside, so I just minimized it, and that should be perfect. Okay, unfortunately we lost this beautiful rose because the bottom here, when I was ripping the petals, and I am so sorry, but it ripped like the base of where it held the petals, so I won't be able to put it in the water. It's so sad. But what you can do as well, if this does happen, you can boil these petals and, you know, make a safe process and make rose water and use that rose water for your skincare, body care, whatever it may be, so these petals won't go to waste. In Massachusetts, it's so freaking hot. I don't do well in the hot weather. As you can tell, like, my skin just can't handle it, and it's hot. It was hot today. Luckily in the auditorium, is that how you pronounce that, auditorium, they had AC. Thank you guys, because it would have been embarrassing, because I would have been drenched. And plus, the shirt that I have, it's from Banana Republic, and it's heavy cotton. Even though cotton, yes, is breathable, but it's a thick cotton, and so it feels like it's a summer shirt, I guess, but just the material on top of the coat, it wasn't ideal, guys. I was sweating when I was outside. It was just horrible. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel comfortable. So when I look back at the pictures I took at graduation, I felt so frustrated and so flustered that I feel like I didn't enjoy my time at all. I get so aggravated because there's so much people around me, and I can feel like their energy, and it overwhelms me. I become overstimulated, and there's so much happening. There's people pushing behind me, everybody's crowding. I just become very overstimulated, and I just get like I can't handle it almost. But also it was crowded. People were crowding more in the front, taking pictures in front of the building, and my parents tried to get pictures, and you know, everybody, I just couldn't. My mom was like, why are you mad? I'm like, I'm not mad, I'm just overstimulated. Whoa, guys, look at this rose. The petal is not one petal, it's a petal connected to the next one and the next one. I never seen that in my life. It's one big petal. Holy crap. That's cool, but oh no, I don't know what to do in this situation. This is the first time I've dealt with this. Okay, so we're gonna cut it off, just cause I don't know how that would bloom, so we're just gonna make that even. Okay, that's perfect. I feel like doing this, I feel so feminine. I feel like I just, you know, I just haven't been more in my feminine energy, and I don't know much about it because I haven't been in it. I sit more in my masculine energy because I am firstborn. I'm also a Capricorn. We have a visitor. Hold up. My brother just ordered food, but what I was saying, I'm a Capricorn. I'm also a firstborn, and so I'm very much in my masculine era in my masculine energy, and I just been so embarrassed to go into my feminine energies. It's not even about being dainty and just like girly or anything, but just being open to receiving and being loved and all that loving stuff. I feel like it's not all of that's a part of being, you know, feminine, being more nurturing. Not that I'm not, but I really just, it's so hard to explain. It's a little bit complicated for me to explain. I'm just the one to do things and hold the role of authority and just be there as a man, you know, like be a provider. Like I have that mindset. And also growing up, my mom was always the one to be like, you always have to give. When it comes to, that's honestly not a masculine issue, that's a me issue, but like I have trouble receiving. Like I'm always the one giving and giving my all and not getting that energy back. And so that's apart from being, you know, it is because I feel like with sitting in that feminine energy, it's receiving and knowing that you're worth it. Not in a very arrogant manner, but just everything comes to you, you know, rather than chasing it. And so I'm trying to sit in that era of mine because honestly, being in the masculine energy is starting to stress me out, and I feel like it might scare some guys away, I'm not gonna lie, because I know how to provide for myself, but I'm not allowing others to provide for me, because that can also be a way of showing them, I mean, that could also be a way of them showing me that they care, but I'm not letting them, I'm blocking them. And so we are practicing, because this girl right here, zero experience. And I feel like I've been told a lot that I intimidate because I work for what I want and I get what I want. And so it could be quite intimidating for some guys, but then again, I'm thinking if they are intimidated of me, possibly because they think they're not enough, or oh, I can never provide her that, maybe they're not, you know, for me. You know, not in a mean way, because I never dated in my life, but like it makes me think like why, like it gets these gears turning. And I guess in a way, because of the way I take care of myself and the way I provide for myself, it sets a standard of what I wouldn't say expect, but what a man might interpret what I may need. Does that make sense? I'm confusing myself right now. I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyway, we finished cutting our roses. I have put them in their vase and they're so pretty. And I just, you know, organize them a little. It's a big vase for the amount of roses, but I'm gonna wait like 2 days until Saturday. Today's Thursday, so I'm gonna film. It's gonna be really quick for you guys of how it kind of just blooms. My grandpa always receives my roses with lots of love, and I just appreciate him because he makes this process even more beautiful. And we're just gonna place them with love where his altar is, and I will come back to the day where these are at their prime.
A few moments later.
Guys, I just found the food for the flowers. I completely forgot. The heat is doing something to me and I forgot, and plus I had this under all the rose petals, so we're gonna put that in right now. Don't forget about the food, okay? Like me, I just made a really cute video and then I messed it up forgetting to put the food in. Normally put in the food, stir it a little, and then you're good to go.
2 days later.
I've waited 2 days to show you guys the full bloom of the roses. The first day, which was yesterday, they looked like this, like they were in bloom. They were blooming, but now their petals are more spread out, more than the first day. But you can just see like how they kind of just are more sprayed up and open, and I follow this process every single time, and they're just so pretty because you're exchanging love with love. And I truly think that's the secret with handling any type of flower. I hope I did really good at explaining to you guys, but it's as simple as it is what I did in that video. That's how I get my flowers to look like that. I didn't do anything special. I didn't put anything off the camera. I showed every step in the video of what I've done, and that's just how the roses I get bloom. I get my roses from Trader Joe's or from a supermarket. It's not like a special fancy place, and I just want to show you the process because I really love doing it, and I love that whole process. Like, self-care for me, it's a form of meditation. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.